Hey everybody, it's Nikhil and I'm back with another reaction video. This video is from Impressive. It is Kim Porter's Sinister Circle. Diddy and Corey Gamble set her up. Her shocking book is real or fake. I did see a bit of this on Twitter or something about this book, and then her son addressed Diddy directly. I wonder if we're going to get into that in this video, but it is a bit longer, so let's sit back. I try not to do a lot of stops in this video, and let me know how you like the layout. Do you like where my face is smaller and the video is big, or when my picture is bigger and then the video is a bit smaller? Let me know, and let's get into this.
So this is a really crazy story, but it was rumored that an excerpt from Kim Porter's alleged tell-all book about Diddy was given to Radar Online. Now, it has been long suspected that Kim Porter was supposedly writing this tell-all book, and before she could give the book out, she mysteriously passed away, and a lot of people feel like Diddy allegedly took her out because she was going to expose some of his dirty deeds. We don't know that to be true or not, but it's been suspected, right? Now, according to Radar Online, a source close to Kim and Diddy claimed that Kim was writing this tell-all book months leading up to her sudden death. And the individual said that this book was allegedly on a long-lost flash drive. And there were a few excerpts that Radar Online acquired, and they claimed that this was from Kim's memoir. All of this is alleged information, by the way, but this is what was said. We were supposed to go out for dinner, but he was in a foul mood. Sean yelled, "What the F?" I would have had to walk on eggshells as I came out of the bathroom, but I found him holding flowers, so I smiled. "You brought me flowers?" Sean yelled, "No." "So who the F are they from?" I was bewildered, and I told him honestly, I don't know, probably just a fan. He threw the attached card at me. I picked it up and read it. Sean, he slapped me so hard I hit the ground. Sean yelled, "Who the F were you with the other night?" And I looked down at the card that was lying next to me, and it read, "The other night was amazing. We must do it again." I tried to explain. "Sean, he threw the flowers at me. That's not how this works. You have my child. You don't touch anyone unless I allow it." She allegedly also wrote, "Diddy picked up my coffee mug and slammed it against the wall. Coffee flew everywhere as he yelled, 'Who the F this N think he is?'" Now, according to Radar Online, Kim tried to calm Diddy down and tried to explain to him that the flowers came from a producer who was trying to offer her a movie role. And Diddy allegedly exploded and said, "He wants to put the move on my effing family. My effing family?" And they said he flipped over the table and broke the table. It was heavy, but Diddy is stronger than he looks. This is what was also said in Kim's alleged book. It said, "I pleaded with him, 'Sean, please.' He yelled at me, 'What?' I tried my best to calm him down. He probably didn't know. It didn't come up. You're publicly dating someone else."
Oops, I forgot. My video is probably over the words, but she is reading everything. And if anything's cut off, I'm going to be conscious and look and make sure I read it.
So he screamed at me, and it somehow seemed even more intense. "So you didn't tell him back off?" "Sean, I didn't." And then out of nowhere, he hit me with a chair. I don't remember anything after that until I woke up in a hospital room. My arm was in a cast hanging from a sling. My face hurt. My eyebrow was in intense pain, as was my lip. As I came to, the first face I saw was the man that put me there. Oh, Lord. Now, I will say, I don't know if all of this is true or not, but it does sound...
Allegedly. But we saw him beating Cassie. He's a woman beater.
Pretty believable based on what we know about Diddy. We know how he treated Cassie, and we heard stories about how he treated Kim Porter as well. One of Kim's friends, Sahara, actually talked about how possessive Diddy was over her, and he was very jealous. Like, if he knew that she was talking to another guy or seeing another guy, he would have a huge issue with it. Even though Diddy was out there doing his own thing and cheating on Kim, he did not want Kim to move on.
At this point,
they're not together, but it was almost like they were together. I didn't like the dynamic of what I was seeing. Like, I knew that it was causing her pain, basically. And she was like almost stuck with him. It's not like you have this partner that like treats you like and then you move on. It's like you have this partner that treats you like and won't let you move on. Like if she was seeing somebody and he got a whiff of that, somehow she wouldn't be seeing that person anymore. And it wasn't based on something she did. It was based on something he would do. Like, there was not a chance in the world that she was going to be able to get married, be with another man, just not a chance in the world.
Why?
Like, it was never going to happen.
Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, also claimed that he witnessed Diddy mistreat Kim. So the details from this alleged book does not sound unbelievable at all. However, we still don't know if Kim was really in the process of writing a book, because some of her friends have come out and actually debunked this idea. Now, one of her friends named Ebony Electra came out and said, "I'm going to say this as loud as I can. Kim Porter never drafted nor wrote a book, memoir, or manuscript. Now it's getting out of hand. There is no book. There never was." Several people continue to speak about and spread blatant lies regarding this mystery manuscript as if it were true. People, it's not. Kim would never do such a thing. And that's the honest to God truth. God knows the truth, and so does she. As for me, I couldn't have another person call my phone or send me a text about this without clearing the air. Any negative feedback or comments on this post will receive no response except God bless you. The truth is the truth. Be blessed. And Misa Hilton, who's Diddy's other baby mama and also a friend of Kim, co-signed this post. So Misa does not believe that Kim was writing a book. And also another one of Kim's friends, Sahara Lottie, said that Kim would have never thought to write a book about the father of her children.
When I tell you she was so ride or die, like there's like rumors on the internet saying that Kim Porter was writing a book. She wasn't writing a book. Vanessa, she was like loyal to the bone. Like, she was not that kind of person. She wasn't writing a book about Puff. If she was going to write a book, she would have written a book 500 years ago and not dealt with his act. You know what I mean? She was never, ever in a million years going to write a book about him.
And was loyal.
Right. And I remember once I asked him, I was like, "Do you think he killed Tupac?" She's like, "No way. No way." She goes, "Sahara, trust me, no way." And I'm like, "You sure about that?" She was ride or die for him. She was ride or die for him, even though she like kind of hated his guts too. But
I just be so, I can't believe everything I see on the internet. People really mess that up for me. I don't be believing nothing. People can be paid off. Kim can't speak, whether it was written or not. Maybe like a long time ago she could have wrote up just a little bit of something. It may not be no full book. And if they are saying that she wasn't, maybe if a full book comes out, it's heavily fabricated. But it is possible she could have been writing a little book about what was going on. Well, what if it was like a journal or something to, express her feelings? Because I believe Diddy was doing something. Again, everything's alleged. We always got to say allegedly, alleged, all of that. But you don't know. She could have been writing something and they could have been paid off to be like, you better say she ain't never wrote no book. Y'all her closest friends. So,
wanted to keep it together for her family. Right. But I know that she was horrified by him. The whole like love, family, all that was total BS.
So you have three people who are close to Kim pretty much confirming that Kim never would write a book. Now, do they know everything that Kim was planning to do? Of course not. But I think they know enough about Kim's character to kind of decipher whether or not she would be capable of doing something like that. However, there is still this belief that Kim was secretly writing a book and she just wasn't telling the people close to her. Now, a lot of people are starting to look back into Kim Porter's mysterious passing because they feel like it was foul play. They don't feel like she just passed under natural circumstances. They feel like she was allegedly poisoned by a doctor who was treating her. And they believe that Diddy was the one who set this up because he caught wind that Kim was writing a book, allegedly. Once again, we don't know if this is true. We don't know if this is true or not. Kim could have died from natural causes. But there have been a lot of suspicious circumstances surrounding her before she passed, and there has been a lot of disturbing rumors as well. It was rumored that Diddy hired people to spy on her. In fact, an anonymous source told Tough News TV that Diddy hired a cybersecurity specialist named Dana Tran, who is now his baby mama. He hired her to allegedly hack Kim Porter's phones and computers, and he hired a renovation company to wiretap her house.
In fact, Dana had been responsible for tracking Kim's every move up until Kim passed away. Diddy reached out to the cybersecurity company in question initially for consultation about their services and eventually ended up meeting Dana. I'm told she is responsible for hacking into Kim's mobile devices, laptops, and having Kim followed. It has also been brought to my attention that Kim was having parts of her home renovated, and the employee of the renovation company was paid to usher in a tech guy who specialized in installing hidden cameras and microphones. The renovation company provided this private contractor, with a uniform to disguise his identity, and he...
I don't know. Diddy is sick. I believe it. I don't know. I just said I don't be believing everything, but just the lengths he would go and the things he would do, I don't put this past him.
Wiretapped and installed hidden cameras throughout parts of the house that he could gain access to. This was all said to be masterminded by Diddy, and Dana executed the plan.
So allegedly, Diddy had people spying on Kim. Also, it was rumored that Corey Gamble, who's a longtime friend of Diddy, was watching and spying on Kim Porter as well. And we know that Corey Gamble is a very suspicious character because Kanye West put it out there that he literally works for the CIA.
Yes, Corey CIA. Like, he doesn't got to say it. I know it. The CIA. What are you talking about? Like, meaning that's how in tune and how aligned with the Clintons that the Kardashians were through Corey. Yeah. Through Corey. Corey is a plant. Corey was, Puff Daddy, Nanny, Manny. You get what I'm saying? Then he was with Justin Bieber, when Justin Bieber got in trouble. And then when Bruce did a transition to Caitlyn, he popped up. Now he run around like he Kylie Daddy. But he's there for the agenda and controlling the power of that family.
How am I just now finding out that not only was Corey Gamble extremely close to Kim Porter and Diddy, he was there. He was there when the coroners arrived to Kim Porter's house.
Why is he there?
After 911 was called. Am I crazy? That's Corey Gamble, 100%. Not the blue, the one right behind him.
Yeah,
I don't even have a theory. I'm just confused. And we're going to talk about this in the deep dive, but Kim Porter, when she passed away, there was obviously discrepancies in police reports versus coroner reports.
Okay.
Another thing we know for a fact is P. Diddy had her entire home wired with audio listening devices and video cameras. Was her passing caught on camera? Does Diddy have footage of Kim Porter passing away? I have always wondered that. I just don't get it. How has this man been everywhere, have connections with everyone, but he is really only known as Kris Jenner's boyfriend?
So you already know that Corey Gamble is a suspicious part in all of this, but Corey Gamble might be tied to some very powerful people, which is why he's always surrounded by celebrities. We know that he was Justin Bieber's handler. We know that he's deeply entrenched in the Kardashian family, and he's even really tight with Jay-Z, which is also another thing that I find quite interesting. But Corey Gamble is definitely connected to some powerful people. I believe Kanye when he says that he's a CIA agent. I also believe that he might have some connections to the deep state, and he might be a part of a secret society. That's what I believe. I don't know if it's true or not, but I don't think that he's just around just because. I think he's a handler to a lot of celebrities, and I think some celebrities probably fear him because of how connected he is. But his relationship with Diddy and Kim Porter is definitely something to ponder on. I do think he is a suspicious character, and
every time Lil Baby be around these people, he be looking so nervous and concerned. But he gonna make sure he show his face. But it's like, Lil Baby, just don't go back. You go and you just be looking so upset, like something didn't happen to you. He gonna tell his story one day.
Don't trust the fact that he just happened to be around when Kim passed away. Now, Kim was friends with him, but still, I don't trust it. But even though some of Kim's friends deny that she was writing a book, there is still this belief that Kim was taken out because she was planning to expose Diddy. This woman by the name of Cola Buff, who claimed to have known Kim, said that she spoke with the police and she alleged that Kim was absolutely writing a book. She said the police, LAPD, have a video of Kim Porter talking about the book she was writing, and I gave testimony to the names of the editors in New York she was talking to. She also went on to say this in a long post. Today I gave what the district attorney's office says is my final interview over incidents in the life of Kim Porter. I disclosed the name of the editors in New York City who were talking to Kim Porter about possibly publishing her memoir. They gave statements over a week ago. I disclosed the name of the producer I had dated, who she later auditioned for at Sony Pictures. He is now giving statements as well. I told everything I knew. I had no idea that some of the things Kim told me about tie in with the cold case involving a human trafficking ring on a site called Lipstick Alley, which involves some models Kim knew and proves a certain employee, not Diddy, poisoned 2 models that Kim knew, which is all a part of something much bigger that I know nothing about. But the trafficking of this poison seems to be crucial. The police don't believe that the supposed pages from Kim Porter's book posted on the internet are real, but there was definitely a series of diaries and notebooks, just as she told me, that contained the outlines for several types of books. Kim wanted to write about raising kids and trying to quit smoking cigarettes. She smoked like 3 packs a day. She wanted to write about that, but the editors told her truthfully to get a $100,000 advance. We want to hear about Diddy, and the more dirt, the more money. She was definitely writing a book, just as she told me, but it was in the beginning stages, and there were several different objects containing pieces here.
See, that's my thing. She probably just had this stuff written down in a journal. I don't know. When stuff happening to you or life is happening, most people resort to journaling. And she probably been writing a whole bunch of stuff down that he was doing.
Pieces over there of what she was writing. The book is not in one place. She even recited some of it onto a tape recording, and she went on to say some more stuff, but she says that Kim was writing a book. Now, once again, all of this is alleged. You could either believe Kim's friends, or you could believe some of her associates who claim that she was secretly writing a book. I don't know, but it is interesting that Cola is saying that she has been questioned by the...
I wouldn't tell my friends that I was exposing the things that Diddy did, especially at the time she passed. Diddy wasn't really known for what he's known for now. Like, she would really be opening up a full can of worms just speaking to other women about what she was doing, because people love to talk. Like, she tell these friends that's real close to her, they tell their friends tell their friends. Like, it will go on. Everybody will know. You know, like, everybody will know. So it makes sense for her to not tell people that's not really, you know. I wouldn't tell, if I was her, I wouldn't tell nobody.
The Fed.
He's dangerous, allegedly. He's dangerous. You can't just be telling people, oh, I'm going to write a book about my ex-trafficking husband and how he be wiring up my stuff and he be beating on me and put me in the motherfucking hospital. Oh, I'm just going to tell everybody that. No.
So it's clear that they are doing a very thorough investigation on this whole thing that ties in with Diddy. And honestly, I think this situation is a lot bigger than Diddy. I don't think Diddy is the only one who was doing what he was doing. I think he is a small player in a big, diabolical, nefarious circle of people who are doing a lot more sinister things. Yes. Diddy, of course, was the one taken down because, you know, they need a fall guy. And Diddy allegedly was recording people doing stuff on camera. He was blackmailing people, so he pissed off a lot of people. And they were like, okay, let's throw him to the wolves. Let's get rid of him. But I don't believe he's the only one doing what he was accused of at all. Now, there's another thing I want to talk about, which I found to be very interesting. This platform called the...
I only asked if that was Sage because it could have been Palo Santo. He need both.
Party is trying to get Kim's case reopened. They want to figure out what happened to Kim Porter. And they've been doing interviews with people like Kim Porter's father. They even reached out to one of Kim Porter's friends, Cheryl Fox. They found out that the last person who was around Kim Porter before she passed was Dallas Austin's daughter, Ashley Austin. And so they have questions about that. And they've been really digging and trying to find what exactly happened to Kim Porter for real, because there's been a lot of things that were covered up. According to the paperwork party, the initial phone call from the LFPD, the fire department, claimed that Kim passed away from a cardiac arrest, not pneumonia. However, the medical examiner claimed that the cause was pneumonia instead, to make things look less suspicious, allegedly. And it's believed that they were paid off to say this by Diddy. I don't know if it's true, but that is what's being alleged.
No, Ms. Fox, we're trying to get the case reopened. The homicide said they never investigated as a homicide. We believe Kim because Kim was poisoned. Ashley was giving her deep tissue massages to move the poison around. We believe that the doctor poisoned Kim. And I don't believe you had anything to do with it, because Mr. Porter told me that you was running up and down the street trying to get someone to call the doctor. I don't believe you had anything to do with it. But maybe you've seen something that can help us get to who actually murdered your friend.
So now you feel like Kim was murdered?
Yes, she was murdered. I have the autopsy report. She had blood coming out of her mouth. She was poisoned. If you look at the 911 call that was made, if you look at what the fire department said, they said cardiac arrest. That showed up nowhere in her autopsy. She did not die of pneumonia.
Agent 76, Rescue 82, cardiac arrest. Agent 76, you're going to get EMS 14. EMS 14, respond with Agent 76 on scene of the cardiac arrest. Rescue 870.
This right here is a lot. This is a whole lot. I didn't expect to go so deep down this rabbit hole. I do have a sick feeling that Kim Porter was eliminated. Somebody planned to take her out. We don't know the reason why, but it is believed that she was targeted because she was about to write a book.
She know everything about Diddy. Everything.
However, some of her close friends deny that this is true. So we don't know what to believe, but something about Kim Porter's death is not sitting right.
Sorry.
I don't believe she died from natural circumstances. I believe it's deeper than that for sure. But anyway, tell what you all think about this video down below.
This is a crazy story, but like, if she was writing a book, she was writing a book. Like, nobody would have known. She didn't have to tell anybody that. Obviously, like, if they saying she was wired bugged and everything, she had to do that secretly, or she had to do it over the course of so many years. And like one person said, it was possibly like on a voice recorder and everything. Like, it's a million ways she could have had that at her disposal on plenty of different devices, or notebooks that's locked up somewhere. Like, you know, when you dealing with something this monumental, like the things Diddy was doing, like if she really knew a lot of this stuff, she knew she had an amazing book on her hands. And why not make a bag off your trauma or bad things that happen to you? People do it every day. So we're gonna see what comes of this. We probably gonna have to wait a while, yeah, maybe even a year or two plus, to know if there's actually a book and if it's actually coming out or anything, because we only have like a little excerpt of it, like a small little bit. So I'll keep up with the story. I haven't talked about Diddy on this page yet. I was keeping up with everything when, you know, everything happened, when his house got raided and stuff. But any other news, I will keep up with it. If y'all like it, leave other topics or video recommendations down in the comments, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.